Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we mostly chilled after the devastating effects of the Black Plague and holding the realm together. We definitely needed a little bit of a chill period. Let's check in quick on our vassal malice. So let's see here. Offensive War 22. So that's basically 2/3 gone at this point. That's not too bad. We can start building it up again. What could possibly go wrong? So we can go after, like, this guy. Would he be willing to accept vassalage? We're not his rightful liege. Our vassal is his rightful liege. So, I mean, we have de jure claims here. So that seems fine. We could also go after Polabia over here. What do we have for de jure here? Oh, we've got that. Excellent. What about Hesse? Yeah, we've got some de jure there. So that seems fine. That cleans up some of these central realms that are definitely border gory. No doubt about that. Let's get that done for now. So let's raise up our forces about here. I'm only raising men-at-arms at this time, and we're going to head in over this way. They're hiring holy orders. We really deeply do not care. So that seems fine. We've got a bunch of our constructions finishing up. Yeah, let's stop being rivals. Absolutely. A learning lifestyle perk. Yeah, check it out. Lead to gold would be good. I don't want to spend 900 gold. Let's see what happens here. We created the lead sugar without incident. Fantastic. So that's wonderful. We could import seaweed from various coastal towns, or we could just use lead to sweeten wines. What could possibly go wrong with that? We're going to take the gold. I have a feeling this is going to go poorly, but we're going to head in here. Why would they be trying to fight us here? This is a terrible idea. Okay, well, they tried. It did not go well, as expected. We're going to grab Scholar here. That seems okay. And at this point, I'm thinking about potentially... Hang on, this one. I'm thinking about potentially swapping off of Learning. We do have that event ongoing, and I don't know what would happen if we switch focus while that event was happening. Probably nothing, right? Let's switch over to Wealth Focus at this point. I'd like to be making more money. We have a lot of buildings to build. So let's get this war over. We'll enforce those demands. And we're going to head up northward here. Cool. We'll see if those events continue to happen, but we did get a fair amount of cash. We have a new Hogan, and he's fully endorsing us, so that looks good. No issue there, then. And in we go. We're going to fight these guys, no problem. Actually, they're running away. We'll try to fight them up over here. This is even better. Yeah, we'll fight them here. That'll stack wipe. No problem. And we'll get this siege completed. Excellent. Next up, we're going to come down over here and fight the Kingdom of Polabia forces. Excellent. That will stack wipe. This will probably end this war. Yep. Fantastic. We'll enforce those demands, and we're just going to head on up over here, I guess. Do we have bombards yet? No, we're fascinating them right now. Okay, 5 years away. That's not too bad. Imagine how quickly we're going to siege when we get bombards. It's going to be insane. We're already sieging pretty quickly here, but we're going to siege just incredibly quickly with bombards. So that sounds amazing. We're going to go attack Fulda. Actually, never mind. This war's over. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. So that cleans up this central German area. Now, is there anything that we can grant over to rightful liege? Yes, we can, and yes, we should. Consider it done. The most expert of the Mel Spears is still inactive. Can we actually restore accolades? We cannot. Not for another 4 years. Okay. So I'm just thinking about what this would end up looking like. If we were to fight Britannia, which we're obviously interested in doing, we could do de jure to kick them off of the continent. Alternatively, we have a claim on a single duchy in Ireland. Okay. Ostfriesland. And this is also, I think, over in... Oh, this is up in Scotland. Okay. That's not that relevant. I'm wondering what the status on kingdom level titles here are. Now, we could consider attacking Wales. That's an interesting option. This guy would just come to our court. We can get Wales, and that gives us an interesting starting point. Now, that's absolutely fascinating. Yes, we'll take this ransom. Waiting for this guy to arrive. He still hasn't arrived. Has he? Or did I just miss it? No, he's our champion now. Okay, so he's 75. We have to do this as quick as we can. So we'll demand his conversion, and he does indeed convert. Now we're going to press this claim right now. Oh, there's some Welsh holdings up over here. Interesting. Well, that will definitely give us some access there. I do want to raise up our forces somewhere around here. We'll raise men-at-arms. Do we need any levy troops for this? He's at like 10k. Okay. 15k? Another one. Yeah, still like 15k. This is fine. So we just discovered court officials, and that's wonderful. So court officials is, of course, giving us domain limit +1 and an additional tax jurisdiction. We don't really care so much about that right now. It's the thought that counts. Sappers, however, that's pretty decent. Okay, so we're about 30 days until our men-at-arms arrive here. There's apparently a scheme at court. Someone is attempting to claim our throne. I wonder why. Why would someone be interested in claiming our throne? Also, I noticed these, like, evil eyes up here in the darkness looking at us. That's slightly ominous. This is the first time I noticed that. I don't know if they're always there, but that's definitely mildly ominous. We are... Sure, we'll pay the royal court a visit. What do we got going on here? We'll lose some stress. This is fine. I suppose we could be an extravagant host. You know what? I don't care that much about 1% income. That seems okay. Excellent. So we're going to head on up over this direction. I'm noting the current setup here. That looks inauspicious. Did that war just end? No, they're at 70. Okay. So we're going to hop in over here. We just lost a vision of the area, I think. That's fine. I don't know why we had vision up here to begin with, to be honest. But okay. So let's get this completed. That's looking solid. We could enter seclusion, hold court, isolate capital. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about any of that right now. So we just took over their capital. And also captured an heir from that. So that's excellent. Let's just continue to make our way through here. I think here would be potentially best, but it's slightly awkward pathing. But it doesn't really matter. We're at 61% war score now. 75. Let's go hit Shrewsbury. And yeah, we're sieging quite quickly. We've got about 8,000 gold, but we need this war to be done as soon as possible because our claimant is actually really old. So we need to get this done. He could die at any moment. So in we go. Okay. So we have a good daughter. She caused our stress level to go down. Sounds good. War is over. So let's enforce those demands. And that put us into this war, which we expected. So at this point, we're at minus 29% because this is occupied. So let's go head up there. Because that is currently the war goal. And ticking is against us. Oh, hello. Well, this is interesting. We're going to catch some of their forces here. That was a stack wipe. We're going to catch more of their forces up here. That's a stack wipe. That's a stack wipe. And this should be too. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So that puts us at 18%. With an additional large swing due to the war goal, So that's 10% due to the occupation up here and an additional 25% due to ticking. Okay. Demand artifact. No, get out of here. What a jerk. Okay. So up we go. We no longer have a court physician. That was also apparently our tax collector. I'll put this guy in as our new tax collector. Excellent. So this is going to be a large swing here towards us. This is going to be worth, like, significant amounts. Yeah. That put us at 54%. Now we should go hit his capital. That's going to cost us 225 to embark. That seems okay. Honestly, I am wondering if we still have the... if Black Plague was within the last 10 years at this point. I think so. It's probably worth it to invest in getting that development back. That's going to be a just crazy amount of development over the entirety of our realm. And that's not even that much gold. It's like 8 months worth of income. Sure. Seems good. So we're going to get this siege done. This will probably end the war, if I had to guess. I did see that they had another 5k stack up here. Oh, they're sieging this? Rude. Very rude indeed. But whatever. We're just going to get these sieges done for now, since we're right here. And then we'll go back up there, I guess. Cool. So we're currently at 63% war score, and that's with them having all of that ticking war score again. Sure. We're going to grab Architected Ancestry, and which congenital trait do we want to be more common? I mean, probably not any of these necessarily, but I mean, Fecund is not bad, so we'll do that. Okay, so they are down over here. Is this more mercs? Interesting. They have apparently been able to levy quite a lot of forces after we stack wiped them. Well, we're going to head back up over here. How long is that going to take us to get there? 52 days? No, 4 months. That's more like it. Sure. We do have a dangerous faction brewing here. This is an independence faction. Poland is the primary issue here, and we can probably do something here. Yes. Do it. Excellent. That should solve the Poland issue. And I do want to split off some forces here because they are awkwardly sieging down to the south. So I'm going to send these guys up to get the war goal back, while these guys come stop their primary army. This should be absolutely fine. Either of these will likely end the war, but this is going absolutely fine. We're 80% war score right now, and we're on our way in. Okay. Yep, this indeed ended the war as expected. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Now, we can grab a perk here. We'll take golden obligations. And what all can we do? We can demand a bunch of payments here, and I'm going to go through and demand every single one of these. Okay. So that looks good. So that gets us some control of Wales at this point. Now, if we were to go after this guy, the King of Wales also has a claim on the Kingdom of Ireland. But so does this guy, and he's a little younger. So does this guy. He's very old. Okay. Interesting claims. Interesting claims. I kind of want to go for this guy's claim on the Kingdom of Ireland. I feel like this is a pretty solid one. Let's demand his conversion first. He'll have a 100% chance. And he does indeed convert. Then we would press not his. Hang on. His. He's 65. We need to get going on this fairly quickly. But before we do this, I want to spend down our gold. So let's hop in over here. And we've got pikemen here. So I would absolutely like to build something that would boost their strength. We've got archers here, so a Fletcher's Guild. In Cong North, heavy infantry, so we can boost up our watchtowers. In the Raba, we've got spearmen, so a large hill fort. Down here, it doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to go with the additional gold. Here, we've got cavalry, so definitely upgrading our stables. In Boron, we've got heavy infantry, so boosting our barracks. That sounds good. In Worodugu, this is trebuchets stationed here, so I'm going to boost up our workshops, which is quite expensive. In Felona, same thing, also in the category of quite expensive. And in Banifing, let's boost up our post mills. So that's our gold spent down. Excellent. Now we're going to continue to attack Britannia. So, just checking on what the war goal actually is here. Noted. Gonna raise men-at-arms and a few levy troops, but Britannia was weak last time we looked at them. Yeah, there's a Liberty War going on in Scotland right now, too, so this seems fine. This is not going to be very complicated. Excellent. So we're just going to raise up probably like 20,000 will be more than sufficient, and we're going to head in over here and start a slow siege. Yep, that seems absolutely fine. We've got a siege leader there already, so looks good. We're just waiting for our men-at-arms to show up, and when they do, this will go, of course, much, much faster. Cool. We'll throw the schemer in jail. Okay, so our men-at-arms have arrived, and in they go. There we go. And the siege will end very swiftly. Next, we're going to come up over here. These are part of what we're claiming. So that's fine. We can probably ignore the Isle of Man for right now, but I want to embark here and land over in Ireland very quickly. Cool. So let's head over to, say, Dyflin here. And over we go. Getting Ireland under our control will, of course, be absolutely wondrous. We're making really solid progress into Britannia here, although we're not going to be really in a position to do too much about it yet. Although I would be interested in getting Scotland and also potentially England. All of those exist, so we can probably do this reasonably quickly. Okay. So we're just going to make our way around and get a bunch of this going. So ticking is not going to be on their side at this point. We just want to get these sieges done, and this is not very built up over here. So these sieges should go pretty quickly. Wonderful. But we do want to get this done before this guy dies, which he's 65. It could happen literally any time now. Challenge for artifact? No, thank you. We're at 51% war score, now 62. I'm thinking about our pathing here right now. I think we should go here next, and then just make our way up like that. That should be reasonably fine. We're now at 74% war score. And we're not really seeing any actual opposition, which isn't surprising. This is about what we expected here. Cool. 78% war score. 90%. In theory, this could end it. Hilarious. 196 troops. It didn't quite end it. We'll need to grab this. Yep, fill our treasury. Excellent. So that's going to be 5 months. We should have this done before then. Wonderful. So, yep, this seems fine. War is over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. So we now have a separate king of Wales and Ireland. That's amazing. I'm very, very pleased about that one. So we're definitely making inroads into Britannia here. And of course, there's Iceland up over here. This is an independent realm. Noted. But we're making solid gains up over this way, for sure. Now, I would be very interested in getting all of Britannia under our control. We are currently truced to Britannia, so that's going to be probably a 5-year truce, if I had to guess. Yeah, 5-year truce. So that sounds good. No problem there. We could make our way into Italy. I'm wondering right now, Kingdom of France is at -30 for offensive war. Okay. We got a little bit of cleanup there. I'm wondering if we want to chill for a little bit. We can definitely build a mathematician hall here. And in Kong North, we can upgrade our men-at-arms again. Sounds good. Upgrading our spearmen here. Sounds amazing. So that's fine. But do we actually need to stop for anything? We can go after this here. That's de jure. No problem. Can we go after Frisia de jure? We can. What about Holland? Yeah, that's ours de jure as well. So that sounds good. We'll just clear these up, and then we'll probably come out over this direction, starting to look at maybe Denmark and Sweden. Yeah, these would be pretty decent to get our hands on too. No doubt about it. Cleaning up a lot of these little guys is going to be a fairly big deal, though. So we're going to raise our men-at-arms. This is very greedy if we raise it here. Let's think about raising it here instead. This is a safer location. Yeah, this should be fine. They might stack wipe our raise still. No, looks like they're just going to get stack wiped themselves. Okay, that's very silly of them, but whatever. We'll take it. So 14,000 troops right up over here. That shouldn't be a big deal. We do need a new spy master, which will be this guy. That was the guy that was the King of Wales, right? Yeah, fantastic. He should be very happy with us. So we're going to stack wipe this army, no problem. 50% war score and 71% war score. We're going to hop in over here. This should end the war. They're going to finish their siege here slightly before we finish ours, which is sad. But they have bombards, so, you know, that'll happen. Okay, this war's over. We're on our way in over here. We'll enforce these demands. Fantastic. I don't actually want to have all of these open. There we go. We'll take that back. And what is this faction? Independence? Okay, that is a real faction there. And it's mostly the Queen of Lotharingia. I'm wondering what we can do about her. Only a 12% chance of conversion. She is mostly upset because she's a zealous Catholic. And she accused us of scheming. We'll send her a gift to bring her off of 100 opinion at least, but I don't think there's too much we can do about her unless we happen to have like a son. I don't think we have any available children right now. Yeah, and we're unlikely to have any more. Okay, so what about this guy? He's on 76 faction commitment right now. Let's just send him a gift, boosting him up a bit. Okay. Yeah, this is mostly Lotharingia. We may end up just fighting them. That would probably be fine. But let's just push through Frisia here. I see these guys up over here being, you know, vaguely annoying, but not any particular threat. Okay, this is 100% on Frisia. We'll enforce those demands. And we're going to head on in to Holland. Beautiful. We're at -25 right now because they've been capping up over here, but that's okay. We did fight a small force here. Were they mercs? I think they might have been mercs. It doesn't really matter, though. So we're going to take over their capital, and the question is, where is their war leader? She is actually leading her army. Okay. Wild. Well, there's her capital taken. Actually, we need to come down and siege here. Yeah, they're coming back at this point. They recognize the threat that's going on here. There's not much they can do about this, though. They have to try to fight, and they're going to lose. They are absolutely going to lose this. And that could theoretically end the war, but it didn't. Okay, 75% war score. This guy's trying to claim our throne. Okay. Good luck, buddy. This war's over, and we will enforce our demands. Okay, so the only thing that's left over here is Britannia, which we will take for sure. So that sounds good. I do want to come back and spend additional gold. So here we've got cavalry. I want to build stables. Here we've got nothing at all. I want to build hill farms. Here in Boron, we've got heavy infantry. So let's continue to boost those. In Dabakala, we've got spearmen. We can definitely continue to boost those. In Kong, we don't have the gold to upgrade our mathematician halls, but we can build militia barracks. So that sounds good. In Kong North, this would not actually boost anything. We're kind of out of gold at this time. But that's not the only thing we're out of. We're also out of time. It is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we might continue to work on Northern Europe here. We might work on Italy. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to focus in terms of conquest yet, but we're definitely making solid gains. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time when I just noticed, look at this, we're 3 months away from getting bombards. Very soon. See you guys next time.